Hi you guys, oh my gosh, I have so much to say to you guys right now. I'm emotional. Brad took the kids outside for a few minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna hurry up and film this video for you guys because I feel like I have so much to say. To start things off, I'm having twins. I am pregnant right now with twins. Can you guys believe it? Okay, backtrack. First off, let me say I did not vlog my reaction when it happened. I just didn't think anything crazy was going to happen. I didn't know. So it's not filmed, but that day was filmed. So that vlog will be coming up later this week. But I guess I want to tell you guys what happened, how it all went down, how I feel, how Brad feels, all of that. So it's just a normal routine. First doctor checkup. I already had my blood tested a couple weeks prior, and I didn't expect anything because I never got a phone call saying, hey, your HCG levels are high or anything like that. I'm actually seeing the same doctor that I saw when I was pregnant with Max. I was so excited to go back to him. So I went in there, I did the urine sample. I was waiting for him. He came in. We did a pap smear because I hadn't done one for a while. And then he was just talking to me, and then he was doing the ultrasound, not the one where they're like on your stomach, but when they're like probing up you. And so he was like, okay, so I see the baby pop up on the screen, and I'm just looking, and Brad's not with me. He's still at work because I just thought it was gonna be a quick little like, okay, everything's great, you know, the baby's fine. And so he says, okay, here's the baby's feet. He's going around and like, it was probably like a minute of silence. And just looking and nothing, and I start panicking, like, is something wrong? Did something happen? And then he moves around, and he's like, there's two in there. And I just immediately like, what? Wait, are you joking? Like, I thought he was joking. He's like, there are two babies. This is baby A and this is baby B. And I immediately just lost it. Like, I was just so, I remember looking at the nurse and I was just like, is this real? Like, this is not real. Then he continued to measure them, and they are measuring, one was measuring 11 weeks, 5 days, which is exactly on my due date, and the other one was measuring 11 weeks, 3 days. Heartbeat's great, everything's so far great. He says it looks like they're in different sacs, but we're not 100% sure. So this coming Friday, I have another ultrasound where they're gonna look at everything. It's a lot better than just like the probing ultrasound, get a bit better picture of like what's going on in there. I FaceTime Brad, and this is a picture of his face. He was in shock. And I came home and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried for so many reasons. I was happy, I was excited, I was overwhelmed, I was stressed. Just everything that you could possibly imagine, Brad and I felt in those moments, and you'll see that in the vlog. I just am so grateful. Obviously, it's just so shocking because I never saw myself as having 5 kids. I always wanted 4, as you guys know. But as it happened and as I've been able to process it in the last couple of days, I feel like I already knew. I felt just so different this pregnancy, so much more tired, so much more nauseated than I've ever been in my entire life. Way more sick than I was with a girl, way more sick than I was, you know, with a couple kids. I have never felt so emotionally drained and physically drained, and now I know exactly why. And I feel like it felt good to get that validated that, okay, I'm not crazy. There is something up with me besides just being pregnant. So if you guys have had twins, if you have advice for me, comment down below. I'm gonna have so many questions to ask you. I've done a lot of research so far. I've talked to a lot of friends who have had twins, and I know I have so much to learn along the way. So I am so excited to share this beautiful journey with you guys. It's so crazy to me. I believe that God has a plan for every single one of us. And it blows my mind that it was part of his plan that Brad and I were gonna have 5 and not 4. And I feel inadequate in so many ways. And I feel scared, like, how are we gonna do this? How am I physically going to be able to have 3 children and then twins? Because these are not my first 2 kids. These are my last 2. And so my other 3 kids still need attention. They still have to go to school. They still have soccer practice. They still need, you know, my attention and my love. And everybody just says I'm gonna be so exhausted, and I can only imagine what it's gonna be like. Just so many emotions, obviously, at this moment in time, but so much happiness and so much joy, and I feel so blessed and excited, of course. And it's just crazy how I started this channel, and it was I am a mommy of 1, and then it's going to be I'm a mommy of 5. And I feel blessed because we live in this great neighborhood, and I've talked to family members, and they're gonna help us out in whatever way they can, and I feel like it will all just work out. And I know that God never gives us anything that we can't handle, and I know it's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life, but I know that God wouldn't give it to me if he didn't think I could handle it. And so I'm excited to share this adventure with you guys, and I really want to vlog a lot more for you guys so you guys can see kind of the day-to-day of everything. And Brad has promised that he's gonna help vlog with me. So it's been crazy, and I'm scared because I know I'm gonna get huge, and I don't mean I'm scared because I'm gonna look fat. I don't care about that. Obviously that happens with pregnancy. I just know how everybody has told me how uncomfortable it is when you're pregnant with twins, and I pray that they're not born too prematurely. I've just been thinking about every scenario, but I know and trust that whatever happens will happen. And like I said, if God brings you to it, he will bring you through it. And I feel blessed for the support system that I have. Just feeling so overwhelmed. I immediately started messaging Judy from It's Judy's Time, It's Judy's Life, It's Mommy's Life. I was like, do you have any advice for me? I'm freaking out. Anyway, so excited to share this adventure with you guys. So much more coming. So get excited, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.